Back in 2015, when I was just a clueless high schooler, I downloaded Warframe for the first time. Fast forward to now, and I'm wondering, why the heck didn't my friends tell me how amazing this game really was? In just 1 week, I went from what the hell is an extractor to running relic missions, farming endo, and yes, dreaming a second time. And yet, I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, and I know I'm just truly now scratching the surface. But this is a journey, a raw, chaotic, painfully honest one. If you're a new player, you might learn something here. If you're a vet, feel free to share some knowledge, or roast me. Either way, drop a like or comment for part 2, as this is only the beginning. This is my Warframe's redemption. When I came back to Warframe after years of being lost in a void, pun intended, I had just one goal: get my hands on a Prime Warframe. Now, I didn't really know exactly what Prime I wanted, but I think I wanted to go for Necro's Prime. This will come back to bite me later on. I remember seeing that other players back in the day with those fancy goating edges, and I was like, yeah, I need that. But I just had no idea how to get them. Well, besides paying. That's how I have my only Prime right now, but get into that later. So naturally, I jumped into what looked like an endgame activity: Void Fissures. I wondered, what the heck is that? Crack in my Warframe? Glitch? But honestly, it was something even cooler than that. Fissure sounded intense. Like the word fissure, like I don't know, but to me that just screams danger. And when I clicked it and saw something called a relic, I said, yeah, GG's. I don't know what this is, but I know I'm gonna get touched, and I know it sounds valuable. So let me break this down to you for anyone who hasn't touched Warframe in a long time like myself. See, relics are just items you crack open to get Prime blueprints. Now they're either Warframes or weapon parts. And both Warframes and weapons take multiple parts or components. But opening them isn't just as easy as getting the relic and clicking open. See, you actually have to equip a relic and jump into a Void Fissure mission. Your goal is to collect 10 glowing thingies called reactants, and random enemy. They said enemies corrupted by the void drop them, but I'm pretty sure it's just random one. There's no like specific indicator. Once you collect all 10, relic opens, and you have to end the mission. And key note, you have to end the mission. If you fail, you lose all the loot and waste your relic. So just be careful. And the other thing is, at the end of the mission, you get to choose one of the rewards in the relic. See, the relic has about 6 different options you can choose and different rarities. You can use some things called essence. You can use these things to enhance the chances that you get better stuff. And yeah, but anyways, I thought this was a secret, you know? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to back to back to back to back Void Fissures, and I'm just gonna get Necro's Prime like this. But then I Googled, and crushing realization hit. Some primes aren't even in the loophole anymore. Yeah, they've been something called vaulted. Basically, once a prime Warframe or weapon gets too old, they vault, which means they take those relics out of rotation. So you can't earn them or find them anymore unless you already have them or you trade with the player. Of course, you always can still buy them, but who wants to do that, especially in this economy? Now, can't find new ones, but keep in mind you can open ones either you already have, or you can join missions with random players and hope that someone else is opening a relic that you might hopefully want, and hope that you might get that component that you wanted. Yeah, it's a lot of luck. But anyways, at the time I was doing this, I had no idea, and I thought I was about to get Necro's Prime running the same missions over and over and over. But joke's on me, Necro's Prime is vaulted. This is when I actually learned that relics come in 4 types: Lilith, Meso, Neo, and Axii, and each one drops in different missions as well as has their own tier of rewards. As like I said, each relic can be refined from intact to radiant level, which is the highest one, which increases the chance of you getting better and higher loot. So just to reiterate, you refine relics using something called void traces, and you get those from completing Fissure missions or converting duplicate rewards. So save them up. They're like, you know, extra luck, I don't know. Eventually I got smart, and after checking Google, I checked the Prime Vault status before I ran my missions. Yeah, so basically at the beginning I literally wasted hours, and I'm not joking, This is literal hours you're seeing me iterate over, running around for jobs that were never even possible. So, if you're a returning player, or you're new to Warframe entirely, make sure you check out what's vaulted and what's not vaulted before you start setting your goals for something. Anyways, that being said, Void Fishers are still a great place to earn platinum, farm forma, and stack up on parts for trades, and ducats, even if your dream prime is out of reach for now. And anyways, that's how I learned, through trial and error, and a lot of getting not what I wanted, how relics and void fishers actually work. Alright, basically in part 1, we were just getting our feet wet, learning the basics and figuring out what the heck a void relic was. Also trying not to get one shot by absolutely everything in sight. But now, things are about to get good. We've understood how the game works and we upgraded our mods plenty. So in part 2, this is where we're going to stop messing around and start advancing in the Warframe story. Our first target is going to be Tyl Regor, the Grineer's mad scientist who has a love for gene splicing and bad haircuts. But this wasn't just another assassination. It's going to turn out that Regor has been messing with sentient tech. Yeah, those sentients. Trying to give the Grineer an upgrade Mother Nature never even signed off on. The Lotus sent me to shut him down before he finished his experiments. And let's just say, his underwater lab didn't stay water for long. Stopping it wasn't just about ending one crazy scientist's career, it was the first domino in a chain of events that would lead me straight into one of Warframe's biggest twists, the second dream. But I'm not showing you that. Well, at least not yet. If you want to see what went down and how it sets up in one of Warframe's biggest twists, drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. It's your boy Rndom. Peace.